Guess what? Today is National Make a Friend Day. And new research shows just how important it is to have friends, not just family, but how about coworkers as friends? There's a new study that shows it's not just important for mental health, but also physical health as well. But there's another survey, this one from health insurer Cigna, that shows more than half of Americans suffer from loneliness. So maybe we've got a solution. I want to bring in IWF visiting fellow Kelsey Bolar. You know, this is a serious topic, Kelsey. It's a serious situation and impacts how the workflow goes. It even can impact the economy.
It's absolutely serious. If we look at the opioid crisis or the suicide epidemic, this certainly is linked to the fact that Americans are feeling more and more lonely. I thought it was interesting in that study. It doesn't necessarily say that loneliness is linked to social media, but we do know that entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley are choosing to raise their children screen-free. I think it's important for parents to know that the people creating these screen addictions are going the opposite direction when it comes to their own children. And I think it's unfortunate that so many people are looking to the workplace to find these meaningful friendships that they do need for mental, for good mental health, and actually for their physical health, as this study notes, because it just reflects a breakdown of other parts of society. They're not finding these meaningful relationships in churches and communities and civil society.
Yeah, things have changed so dramatically, but hey, at least you do spend a lot of time with your fellow coworkers, and often more than anywhere else, and it probably is a lot better to actually see and feel a physical person, see them, as opposed to the viral stuff, and you're not even sure who's behind some of those people you're communicating with. You know, there's another survey, Kelsey, that I'm fascinated by. It comes from Gallup. It turns out that Gen Z men are no more likely to do housework than boomers. In fact, more than a quarter of high school seniors said that the ideal future family would be the man working and the woman staying at home. We thought that was antiquated. What's the deal there?
Well, of course, the feminist left finds this deeply problematic, that young men are, supposedly supporting gender equality. But guess what? It turns out they don't want to do traditional house chores like vacuuming. I personally don't find this. I find the study hardly newsworthy. It'd be like saying, hey, guess what? Women all of a sudden don't want to mow the lawn. Newsflash: men and women are different, and the effort to make gender differences obsolete is actually very damaging to women. So I don't think that, putting out this propaganda like it's holding women back simply because men don't want to vacuum is helpful, because there are gender differences that we should actually be embracing.
Kelsey, they're saying that this is holding women back because now they have to do those things, and that means less time at work, less time to advance their career. And so that de facto, it's something that harms their spouse and other women.
Well, look,
you're not buying that, huh?
This brings us to the gender pay gap versus the gender choice gap. We know, study after study have told us that the gender pay gap actually doesn't exist. Women are making different choices in their careers when they have children. I'm a perfect example of this right now as a new mom who values flexibility and part-time hours over a bigger salary or a pay raise. And so what we need as a society and from Congress are more ways for workplaces to offer women flexibility, not a one-size-fits-all that we're hearing often proposed by Democrats in the form of universal daycare so that women can sit in the offices all day. These types of proposals are just one-size-fits-all and don't fit what women actually want, as we heard in the survey, that women want to be home, believe it or not, to raise their own children.
Kelsey, glad we had you on for this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Charles.